6 p.m., Burrillville High School Media Center, 425 East Avenue, Harrisville, Rhode Island, 02830. Members present, all. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 2.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to convene to executive session under Rhode Island General Law 42-46-5A1, personnel.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That needs to be pulled.
reconvene into open session at a little after 6:30.
Mr. Chair,
6:34.
I make a motion to seal the minutes of the executive session.
Have a motion
Second?
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I would make a note that no votes were taken in executive session. Item 4, recognition. Having none this evening. Item 5, consent agenda. Approval of minutes, warrants and invoices, bids.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of July 9th, 2019, and approve warrant number 1 for the month of July dated August 13th, 2019, in the amount of $2,113,637.87, and approve the bid for the high school parking lot painting to be awarded to Highway Safety Systems, Inc., from Rockland, Mass., in the amount of $5,205.
Second?
I have a motion, second. Any discussion?
I just have a question. It might be a silly one. When we repaint the parking lot, are we going to allow our students to still paint their parking spaces?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's
This
enough.
is actually numbering, and
Okay.
then there's going to be assigned spots for everyone at the high school.
Perfect. I just think that's an awesome fundraiser when the kids get to go out and paint their own individual parking space, so.
Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6, presentations by the public to the school committee. We have none this evening. Item 7, public comment. Anyone wishing to address the school committee this evening? Having none. Item 8, personnel. Appointments, leaves of absence, retirements, resignations.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the following resignations. Susan Shields, teacher assistant, Burrillville Middle School, effective immediately, and Brenda Sardinia, speech language pathologist throughout the district, effective August 23rd, 2019.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye. Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the following appointments. Gail Jarvis, Administrative Secretary, Steer Farm, effective August 26, 2019. Linda Therian, Guidance Secretary at the middle school, effective August 26, 2019. Cheryl Hill, Teacher Assistant at the middle school, effective August 26, 2019. Amanda Martins, CTE Education Pathway here at the high school, effective August 26, 2019. Jay Brochu, After School Yearbook Advisor at the middle school for $900. Michael Coggeshall, Morning Supervisor at the middle school, 0.5 hours a day, $20 per hour. And Robert Aubin, Teacher Assistant at Austin T. Levy, effective August 26, 2019.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the following leaves of absence. Megan Mania, Social Studies teacher here at the high school, on or before August 26, 2019 for 4 to 6 weeks. And Jacqueline Bauman O'Keefe, kindergarten at Levy, October 1st, 2019 through February 3rd, 2020.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
And Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the athletic appointments as presented. Just making note that Matthew Morris is going to be the girls' soccer assistant coach at the high school.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Discussion?
I'm looking at the salary for the girls soccer assistant coach, and it's $1,900. And then I'm looking at the girls soccer head coach, and the salary is $1,400.
Middle school.
school.
Oh, okay.
Middle school,
That was
yes.
middle school. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Just one revised appointment.
Mr. Chair, I also make a motion to approve the following appointment. Pamela Knowlton, multi-age classroom at Levy, effective August 26, 2019.
Second.
A motion second. Any discussion?
What is a multi-age classroom? Explain that to me.
That's a special needs classroom at
Special
Levy.
needs, thank
There's
you.
multiple grade students across pre-K, K, and 1. K.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And just to note that Mrs. Knowlton is here, so welcome.
Oh, congratulations. Welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Congratulations, welcome.
Item 9, old business.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to accept the athletic appointments. Jennifer Collins, cross-country head coach, Burrillville Middle School, $1,116.50 plus $500 longevity. Jay Brosher, cross-country assistant coach, Burrillville Middle School, $892.20 plus $100 longevity.
Second?
Motion and a second, discussion.
Just to note, those were revised appointments that came in today, so they weren't in the original packet.
Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 9, old business. Having none. Item 10, superintendent's report.
Motion open?
Second?
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Just a couple of things to note today. I want to start with a meeting I had this week with representatives from the Boys and Girls Club of Northern Rhode Island. So they've applied for a grant to partner with the Burrillville Police Department and with Park and Rec to manage and execute a prevention program for the town of Burrillville. In short, this would run for 4 weeks with 4-week sessions from August or September through December. Sessions would run on skate nights from 7 o'clock to 8:45. Boys and Girls Club would cover the skate night admission costs for any student that participates. Purpose of the program is really twofold. One, to expose the students to prevention training through an evidence-based curriculum that they use. And second, they'd be made aware of the services offered by the Boys and Girls Club of Northern Rhode Island. So the police department, as well as BPAC and the Parks and Rec department, are fully supportive of these efforts. And logistically, the program, if and when the grant funds are secured, the application for that ended on Friday, so they'll probably find out later this week or next week about the awarding of the grant. But they would only need from us a classroom or other school space on the designated nights for the 4 weeks. So just wanted to make you aware of that program, and hopefully that's something that'll be successful and beneficial to both the Boys and Girls Club as well as our students.
And that would come back to us if the grant is approved?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Once we have some more logistics, I'll bring it back to the committee.
Thank you.
Next, Martin and Associates has submitted a marketing plan for the 2019-2020 school year. As you know, we're going to continue promoting our CTE programs at the high school with strong efforts towards keeping our own students in district, as well as drawing students from neighboring towns to attend our programs. This year, we'll be developing videos for law and public safety, as well as our biomedical pathways. And the efforts really will be focusing on social media marketing after those videos are developed. Looking at that really as a phase 2 of our marketing plan for the upcoming school year. And finally, at central office and at all of our schools, we're in full swing preparing for the upcoming school year. A few weeks ago, our administrative team met for a 2-day retreat, and we have an administrators meeting scheduled for August 21st to review details for school openings. So students and staff will be back before we know it. Looking forward to another great school year. That concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions.
Committee questions for the superintendent? Having none?
I would like to know something about the skate night. Is it going to be like a class before the skating, or how is that going to work?
Yes, it'll be an hour before skate night. It'll end about 15 minutes before skate night starts. And the class will be about, like I said, about an hour long. A half hour of that will be this evidence-based training, and then the second half will be activities with the Boys and Girls Club.
So it's going to happen in the rink,
It's gonna happen in a classroom
in a classroom
at
here?
the high school. Yep.
Okay.
Or there was some talk, they may ask Mr. Lacy if they can use the coach's room in the rink.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Having none, thank you, Dr. Salito. Item 11, administrators' reports.
There are none.
Okay.
Should,
Normally you say more than that.
I think,
Normally you say more than there are none. You like to say thank you, welcome back, and all that stuff.
should we make a motion for when we want to start receiving those again, or do we include that in our
did that.
motion?
We did that.
We said
They
October,
start in
right?
previous,
October.
yeah.
Perfect.
it's October meeting, yeah.
I hope the administrators are enjoying their summer. How's that?
Yeah.
That's right.
They have 1 more month where they don't have to do it.
Item 12, reports of school committee subcommittees. Alex?
So some point mid-October, I'm going to schedule the next district health and wellness subcommittee meeting. Try to do that quarterly. I'm going to include folks from BPAC. Hopefully Monica will be able to come and share some news from that subcommittee. I'll include the colonel. We always have a representative from the Rhode Island Healthy Schools Coalition, and then also Burrillville Youth Nutrition. So I'll be sure to send out the agenda prior to the meeting and then the meeting minutes after.
Great, thank you. Anyone else?
Just a note on that, the Healthy Schools Initiative annual breakfast is scheduled for October 10th. Not sure if you get the email on that. If not, I will forward it to you.
Yeah, forward to everyone, because I didn't get it either. Anyone else?
I have a question on the July 26th. We got the letter from Joe Raymond stating that we couldn't get the electronic sign for the safety committee. And we were going to discuss to take the next steps, if any. Are we going to discuss that at the next meeting? Has anything been
So
discussed?
Mr. Robinson met with Mr. Raymond, and at this point, there's a town ordinance that bans the installation of signs, of electronic signs. So at this point, there's not much we can do. Our hands are totally tied, and we're barred from doing anything with an electronic sign based on the town ordinance.
Other than, the ordinance is for electronic or flashing signs, but we could have a new or improved sign at the high school. It can still be lit, it can have lights, it can't be electronic or flashing, right? So it can't be digital and it can't be flashing, but you could explore a new, bigger, better sign. And it can still be lit, it just can't flash or be digital.
Yeah, it can't be digital, it can't be LED, it can't be
Right.
vehicles, it
Right.
can't go into the neighbors.
Right,
There's,
right.
there's quite a
The
list.
lights kind of point straight up from,
Yeah.
the lights point straight up.
Do's and
from the
don'ts.
wall.
Mostly don'ts.
Right.
It was quite extensive.
Right.
You know, one of the problems that you have is the school already has a use, the lot already has a use, and because the illuminated sign is not allowed in the district, the only way you get a variance is if there's no use on the lot already. But it's really,
Okay,
it's twisted that way, so.
okay.
But, you know, in a nutshell, I think it is a good idea to pursue that. And we may have an issue with the way the ordinance is written on.
Talking about doing an improved sign and putting a light below the sign,
Yeah, maybe.
shining up so people can see it.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what they do, Welcome to Burrillville
Yeah.
signs. It's a solar light, which isn't illuminated too much, points down, doesn't go anywhere else.
I like the idea of the solar.
Yeah, and ordinance says you just approach the council if we need to, so,
Talk to the town planner about that,
yeah.
too.
Could we have something like what Wright's Farm Restaurant has? It's a lit-up sign.
No.
If it's illuminated, they won't. I don't know how.
But how did that get through?
They got those two, and you know, it's the gas station. I
Mm.
don't know if that was something pre-existing to the zoning ordinance. Sometimes it's
It's probably because they're businesses.
Grandfathered in or something.
Yeah, it's commercial zoning, you can have,
depending on that's in a,
Mhm.
high school is in a residential, zoning district.
Mhm.
I believe it's R12.
But to answer your question, I don't think it's the end of the trail. We can
Yeah.
continue
The
looking
next
at
safety,
options,
traffic and safety, we can.
staying within
talk about
zoning
it again.
regulations.
And just a quick suggestion on that, I know Dr. Whaley is very passionate about this effort, so maybe if we could somehow loop in his principal advisory board of students or somehow get student input. Just because I know everyone wanted digital, so I think if our students have that input, they'll feel like they had equal say. If we have to get, just a sign with the light that appears on it or whatever, I think their say is very important, so.
Right, absolutely.
Will do.
Great, thank you. Anyone else? Next item, 13, correspondence communications. Having none,
Well, I'd like to make one mention, because I've got 4 students that have all made it through the Burrillville Middle School, and 3 have graduated. This caught my eye because we, as parents and as my kids and as a family, loved Michael Meehan as a science teacher, and he has been chosen as one of the 10 educators and journalists who participate in the 2019 Rhode Island Teacher at Sea Educators Cruise. So congratulations to him, and I think he deserves it. He's got a lot of energy, and we really loved him as a teacher, so congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Great, thank you
Make
for
that
that.
public.
Item 14, new business. Approve homeschool applications.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the homeschool applications as presented.
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approve FY20 BSD budget appropriation.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve the Burrillville School Department 2020 budget appropriation.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approve fiscal year 20 rink budget appropriation.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve the rink budget appropriation for the fiscal year 2020.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion? Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we want to receive and file these budgets?
Yes.
Okay. But this is an appropriation, right?
This is an approval, this is final approval of the budget that was appropriated by the town council.
Do this again, or we just did it?
Should be fine.
Okay, thank you. Overnight field trip request.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the overnight field trip request from the Burrillville High School girls soccer team as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion?
How does that work? It's before school starts. How does it?
These are non-league games that'll be played in New Hampshire. Parents are driving students up.
Parents are driving.
Parents are driving students up, I believe, and students will be staying at a hotel with their parents.
Oh, thank you.
With their parents.
With their parents?
With the parents.
Anyone else?
I hope they have a ball. It sounds like fun.
So it's a non-league, so it comes under our umbrella, the school system's umbrella,
It does.
because they're girls soccer,
Mhm.
I see.
Yep.
Anyone else? Having none, approve bus routes.
Vote.
I'm gonna,
Where are we going now? With this? Okay.
On the field trip.
Oh,
We had a
have a
motion and a second,
Motion still
all
on
in
the floor.
favor?
Aye.
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 Sylvia threw me a curveball.
That's too low.
Approve bus routes.
Motion
Mr.
to
Chair,
approve bus routes
I'm
as
going
presented.
to recuse myself from this.
Okay.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve bus routes. Discussion. I have discussion on this. We had talked about this prior, about doing a forensic audit or a study of the bus routes to see if there were more areas that we could cut buses, whether it's the number of students riding buses, if we can team buses together. We've heard from the town council's concerns that we could be cutting more buses, that there's nobody on the buses, or there's only 3 kids on a bus. Obviously, at some point during the day, there's nobody on the bus, or there's 3 kids on a bus. But I was wondering if we'd done anything with that. I know we had asked the bus company to do their own internal audit. So where do we stand with that?
So as you know, we cut a bus route going into this upcoming school year, and last year we cut a bus route as well. So we're down 2 bus routes in the last 2 years. The bus route wasn't just eliminated, and they didn't just eliminate a bus route and reassign students. They did a analysis and then reassigned all the students on different bus routes. So to my knowledge, that the bus route analysis has been done.
Good.
I don't think at this point we have any wiggle room to cut another bus route. We'll know better once school starts and, we see where we are.
Great. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. approve elementary handbook.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve the elementary handbook as changed.
Second.
Motion and second, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Committee comments on agenda items. Having none. 16, pending issues. We have none. Item 17.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.